Sorry, I'm a little late.
Five. Okay. I'm gonna call the meeting. It's now 6:30. Hello, everyone. Welcome to Planning and Zoning. My name is Rebecca, and if my fellow people could introduce themselves.
I'm Gerald.
I'm Kim. I'm Mary.
I'm Lauren.
And so I am going to read the agenda for today. Yes, and then we'll get to it. The city engineer will discuss the following items and get directions from Planning and Zoning on updating the city's 2019 comprehensive plan. Items of discussion include, but are not limited to, population changes and growth projections, future land use and zoning ordinance updates, affordable housing, data centers, etc., economic development initiative, thoroughfare plan and roadway categories, identified potential capital improvement program, and items recommended by Planning and Zoning. Yay. So, it is good to see you, sir. It's been a minute.
All right.
Yes, and we are glad that you are feeling better. So, guide us through this conversation, sir.
Thank you. I'm sorry I apologized last month. I'm getting old. It gets sick easy.
You got to take care of yourself. Don't need to be sick here.
My wife's a nurse. I think I'm over 3 like her.
She cares.
Yeah. Well, we are updating the comprehensive plan from 2019 to 2026. A comprehensive plan is not an ordinance, it's not a law. It's a guidance for the city growth. Okay. Typically, we're updating every 5 years. We already passed the 5-year cycle in at 7 years now. By the time this can pass, it's going to be 8-year cycle. Okay. There's a lot of change since 2019, COVID time. Things changed. So the population is changing too. Combine is not like other cities in Kaufman County. Foley is the fastest growing town in the country. That's last month. Crandall is not that far behind. They're growing too, and Kaufman is growing too. Combine still hold its own foot. You grow a little bit. The population in 2019 is 2,053, and today I understand we have about 2,200, 2,250. So we're not growing at the pace that other cities around here grows, but we still have to do some planning. There's something that without proper planning, the government will not give us a grant. If we're going to ask for grant, we have to have plan. Okay, so that what bring up this, that we apply for several grants with North Central Texas Health Local Government, and they'll need to see what our direction of growth and our direction of growing going to be. So we thought I introduced the population change and growth projection. So you need to be aware of what today is and what you think the growth is going to be. You want to hold it the way you've been doing the last 6 years, or you think there might be some changing allowable of more development? The current ordinances is very strict. You can't do anything but one net acre lot to be able to develop in Combine, so that deters some of the developers away. But eventually, I think they're going to run out of land in Kaufman County. They're going to have to look for cities like Combine to expanding in. They might have some innovative way to do it. There's some law in the state house legislation. They're talking about reducing the septic system from 1 acre to a half acre with a modern treatment system, pre-treat system. And so some cities will look at that. Okay. So we've been growing less than 1% a year here in combine. So what do you think your growth going to be? Yeah, you might have to do something. This is the first draft anyway. You're going to have probably second and third draft before you have public hearing to present it to the council. And the council can have some input too. Okay. I print some maps. I know you have another, this is a bigger map. This is the current zoning map of combine. I found that my printer in Napuka, it removed last 2 weeks.
Oh.
So our printer is still go kaput.
Uh-oh.
But our small printer is still working.
Thank you, sir.
You all have, there's a zoning map of combine. We have not had change in any zoning in the last 3 years. The zoning has remained the same. Now, the land use. Combine primarily a residential community. We will have very small commercial retail here in town. So I'm going to give you this, the current land use of combine. You see just green and yellow, very little red spot in there for commercial.
Just one little matlock. Yeah.
Thank you, sir.
The fireworks.
The agricultural district.
You're right.
These kind of things are the things that are kind of guaranteed when you run out of land of the combine.
Have a million, but yeah, that's
The blue is the church for sure, so I know that there's no way on the way right here, so much money to determine what's red rock. With the
Now, this is a map that you might need to do some thinking on it. The current zoning have industrial district in the map and manufacturing in the map, and housing, manufacturing and housing in the map. This map in 2019 does not show in the future any the mobile home in the city. It shows as a primary single-family residential. So we may have to adjust these. Okay.
And how many undeveloped acres do we have? 4,000?
We have 7 square miles
7 square miles.
of land within combined ETJ, ETJ and combined.
Each square mile is 640 acres. You got 7 square miles,
7.2 square miles.
7.2 times 640.
But your question is, how much of that is undeveloped?
Undeveloped, if we're going to plan for future and more
Right now,
people moving
you have
in.
about 50-50. You have 60% of all the land is developed, and 50% of the land is non-developed. That can come in for planning.
50%.
And also, remember too, those lots that have 4 or 5 acres, they themselves can replat themselves too, to be a smaller lot too. So it doesn't mean that when you build a house, you cannot subdivide it. The state of Texas allows you to divide itself 3 times. one property can be flat 3 times. So that means you can flat 10 acres be 2.5, and then you can flat the 2.5 be 1 acre, more or less, and that's it. You cannot flat any more than that. Okay. The land use map of 2019, this is what last time they recommend that it be the land use map for the, from the 2019, that it's going to be changing. It has large commercial development in, supposed to be combined downtown area. And have not seen any movement from what we have today. I tried to bring in Dairy Queen, but they said you don't have enough traffic.
What do you make of that?
No, I said,
Don't ever
they're
leave.
looking, I really want to go for Dairy Queen.
They're looking for lions yet?
So, then, they're,
Okay.
oh,
1 square mile.
they buy a lot of land in Freeville. They decide
7.2 times 600.
population.
I think they're all the same.
So how much of that is undeveloped?
Yeah.
Thank
They are very
So
good.
I appreciate
So you can see that the future land use plan in 2019 is all yellow.
You don't want to be.
Right.
So we have to be there for it.
So,
Because if it's done, after the come in and start looking at the city.
This is what we are right now.
That's correct. And
This is what we talked about
the last time, 7 years ago, they can do away with those purple and stuff.
So what's the difference between this and this?
4,864 acres.
That's the current zoning. That's the current land use. Even though you have a mobile home,
They're gonna do
but
away
it's
with
still
the
considered as one single family lot. But, the type of construction, we're gonna talk about it.
Got it, okay.
You want to be a typical wood and brick structure on the lot, not mobile home
Right.
on the lot.
So that's why this was done in 2019. Okay.
Now, the only thing is, but this is not reasonable. Okay, so we need to come up with either try to maintain as much the current zoning we have. If you go by this map, that means that those mobile homes that we have right now, when they need modifications, they're gonna be demolished and built permanent homes on it.
Right.
And they can't replace, they can't replace the mobile home
The current zoning they can,
in the current zone.
but the future zoning that we talk about it, you may prohibit them to be built, or moving new mobile home, that they have to rebuild to a single family home, typical single family home
But,
with,
2,000 square feet, 500 on
to meet the current zoning,
to the current zone.
right?
You said that we're about 50% of the land's about 50% occupied,
The 50% is improved land,
improved land.
the rest of them are still classified as French agriculture.
So we still have about 2,000 acres or so out here that's not developed.
Right.
Unimproved.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Unimproved.
Well, it does make a difference.
Okay.
Yeah.
According to what it says here, we have, 3.3 people per acre?
Right now.
So if we have 2,000 acres and you figure it times 3.3, then,
7,000 people
okay,
more.
what are we gonna do at 7,000 people? How are we gonna get them water? I see, Trinity Valley's down here building,
Substation.
yeah,
I think power, you're not gonna have problem. The problem gonna be water line.
water lines.
But city not control the water.
It's,
water supply corporation control.
so it would be up to
So we
the,
up to them, they and us have to work together. We have to make sure that our transportation system can support future growth. They're gonna have to make sure that they have enough water to support the growth. This is different because other cities I worked with before, we control water and sewer.
right.
So we can say, okay, we have enough water, we don't have, or we're gonna pass the bond to build more line of.
Okay, right now, the thought of another 7,000 people on 1389 scares the hell out of me.
Well,
Yeah.
and you see in the following, the thoroughfare plan,
Yeah, okay.
we developed a thoroughfare plan that can accommodate up to 10,000 people in compliance.
Wow.
So, but what if the water department can't supply the water? What if they don't have the funds to? What happens then?
Well, number one, they have to build a new water tower,
What if they don't have
either
the
one
funds?
or two more towers to keep enough pressure in the city.
Mhm.
But I don't know what they have in terms of capital improvement.
Yeah,
I know the last thing that they developed is the new 12-inch water line along the highway here.
yeah,
And they have not developed past the highway back into the, to it.
yeah. But what I'm saying is, what if they don't have the funds to do it? What happens?
Then we're gonna have to tell the P&Z and the council that the system cannot handle development. Up to them to let them go ahead or deny the flooding.
Oh, so the water department basically controls the development around here?
Yes, pretty much.
But part of our process in a person submitting a development is that they have to go and get clearance from Combine Water to say Combine Water has the capacity to meet this request. So if they don't have clearance from the water department, they're gonna be out of luck.
And that happens a lot, because there'd be like a 2-inch line, and they're trying to get another 1 or 2. I think it happened at the mayor's.
My understanding from the health department that if you have 10-acre lot, you can get permit to drill, get groundwater, to get water from aquifer. But you have to have lot to get permit.
For a well, is that what you're talking about? For a water well?
For
Or-
water well, yes.
Oh,
And then they have to pass the county health department in terms of treatment of the wells, chlorinated or water. It can be easier to get water from water supply corporation down here certified by the health department.
right.
Okay.
Okay, now, we talk about land use, the hottest land use issue today is data center. They keep coming, and we're gonna have to amend the zoning to require anything larger than 10,000 square feet. What my recommendation is, any industrial building or warehouse building that's larger than 10,000 square feet requires special use permit from the city. And that seems to be the only way you can slow them down, that you're not giving them SUP. We have to find good reason, for example, water, but most of them today, they generate their own water and their own power. The one that I look at Midland, they brought in a nuclear power plant, a small mini power plant to supply their 150-acre data center. And that's 6 million square feet data center. Now, I don't think you can see it out here, but it did come in last week, the application in South Lake. Right off 114. They bought 100 acres and they can put a big data center at Kuko. So they've been looking the land, I understand they're looking the land close to here, it's in 40, between 40 and Terra. They think that land is available and there's power there.
Okay.
So we need to protect ourselves by amending the zoning ordinance required the building. They're not coming in any building less than 10,000 square feet understand. So anything less than 10,000 square feet, you don't have to worry much about being data center. They can be just general warehouses or small plants.
So are they zoned specifically only for industrial?
They are now in industrial zoning, or they have been requested, either that or in the PD. I understand that, South Lake, they've required them to be in plan development zone.
So
We don't have PD zone here.
are we required to have industrial?
Most cities, you have to balance the zoning between residential, retail, commercial, light industry, and, mobile districts, so on and so forth. That, when I learned, they tell me that look at tax structure, how much expenditure you're gonna have, how much income you're gonna have. And residential not generate that much income like retail and industrial. So you have to balance them to make sure you have enough revenue coming in the future. Because the costs are not coming down, the cost to maintain the city going up. Asphalt went up 30% since February this year because of the war. So I think the map, the future land use map that shows all yellow, you might want to look at it to see that you want to permit some. Now, put down the agenda here that the, affordable housing. HUD has been go to various cities and make them to permit affordable housing. And I think Kaufman also visited by HUD already about affordable housing. Denison did. They had to pass the zoning that allows affordable housing.
So don't we have that though? Aren't we meeting those guidelines
You don't have,
with the
mainly
manufactured
affordable
home
housing is
district?
apartment. No,
Apartment?
apartment or Section 8 housing.
Heartland.
So manufactured homing district wouldn't be considered affordable housing?
No, because mobile home is not affordable.
They have to take money from the government in order, and be qualified.
They have to, yeah.
Identified.
Is there a population requirement before they even,
I need to check on that one.
What percentage?
They're looking around 4 or 5%. The population has to be affordable housing for the pay.
4 or 5% of our total?
Mm-hmm.
But we have not been approached as of yet.
No. They have not come here yet.
But
They
you
got
have
bigger
to have
fish.
everything in mind before they do.
Huh?
You have to have everything in mind before they do.
That's right.
Now, I know,
By providing a small zoning somewhere, you know, then you can say, look, we have allocated land with that zoning to for affordable housing. Maybe the northwest corner towards Cedarville.
What's Leonard and Northwest corner, what's Clearville?
The other thing is the zoning category. Right now, we only have one residential zoning.
you don't?
You might want to think about R1, R2, R3.
Yeah, all we have is R1,
Right now, we have only one
yeah.
R1, which is 1 acre net lot.
now, and this might be a dumb question, but technically our zip code is 75159. So when you pull us up, sometimes we pull up the Cedarville, even though we're combined. So does that play a role in anything as far as the industrial or the, I mean, I know we're city of Combine, but because our zip code sometimes pulls up, you know, and it kind of correlates, can we use them as that?
By the North Central Council of Government, we are independent.
Okay.
Cedarville, even though the mail is, U.S. Post Office really doesn't have to do with
Yeah.
government entity.
Okay.
So back going back to
Trying to
the,
get around
How
that.
about part of Combine that's in Dallas County? Can we piggyback on them since it's Dallas County?
But it's still sitting in the combine. The county still doesn't have authority over sitting in the combine.
How much land is available in the city of Combine
Right now,
to build a community? How many acres are available other than this 100 over here?
well, we have a lot of acreage here. They have to annex to the city first. We have some land that's already annexed and not developed. And we have land that we circumvent right now, that's not annexed, that can be annexed.
Is it,
But city of Combine have a policy of not forced annexation.
Right.
They have a voluntary annex to the city.
And then the water would be the next question.
The water, then, water supply corporation have to provide water to them.
So, what we're doing, I mean, ultimately, somebody owns each acre of land, and somebody owns all of not individual people own all of Combine, like, there is no portion of Combine that is not owned by somebody. So we would have to, then as a city, if we redistrict them, we're either doing that, taking their district away from them, like if they're residential and we say,
We're not rezoning, we just do land use planning. Comprehensive plan only guide you that if they come in and they request to rezone from residential to commercial, we need to look at the map, say, okay, this piece of property in the future zoning, say they're gonna be residential, not commercial. Or, yes, you are in the commercial district. It's a guiding document to the P&Z and to the council to
okay,
award zoning and to require development to meet the guidelines.
okay,
So, zoning change is not a matter.
okay, I see what you're saying.
The comprehensive plan is just a guide.
Yeah, okay.
So how are we going to go about this in an orderly fashion? Because we've jumped all over the place in our preliminary discussion. How do we conquer this?
Robin and I already draft the first draft.
Okay.
I didn't know she sent to you yet or not.
No.
Or not.
Mhm.
We've never
So
said.
she can send this draft to you. The old one is in orange,
Mm-hmm.
green one is green, new one is green.
Okay.
Okay, and then
We don't have it.
and then Robin email to all of you.
No,
It's only
no, she did not.
32 pages long.
I do not remember receiving this at any point.
No.
I don't
It
even.
may not be,
Yeah.
I'll ask her about it in the morning and get it to y'all.
Okay.
So, can I ask a question? Just
yes,
on all of these maps, what is extraterritorial jurisdiction?
typically the city have a half mile extraterritorial jurisdiction, ETJ. They are required to meet our standard, code and standard. Okay, so if they want to build a building, they have to submit building permit to us. And we have to prove that they meet the current building code standard.
So all of that gray on the map,
Mm-hmm.
anybody wants to do anything in that, they have to submit for permits to the city.
Yeah.
But they're not in the city?
They're not in the city. City not provide them technically, police and fire protection. But we have in the local agreement with the county provide fire and police.
Okay. And if I can, just another question on the manufactured homes.
Yes, sir.
Are those currently sitting on 1 acre lots or no?
Yes, they are.
They are, okay, so
So they can they can remove and build permanent home on it.
Okay, thank you.
Most of them own a lot anyway. On
Place like,
Okay.
okay. So
The
they're-
only other
I have a question or concern. You mentioned the possibility of us being forced to consider half-acre lots. The septic system, as it is now, state of Texas recommends 1 acre. Net acre. It doesn't say you can't do it with less, if the septic tank people know what they're doing and they can keep all of the liquid and fluid on their property and not go over the fence to the neighbors. But my concern is, if we start putting a septic system in every half acre, we're really gonna be saturating this ground, and what's gonna happen to our aquifers? Okay, I don't like 1 acre, half acre.
They talk about it, the law has not passed it.
TCEQ would have to.
Well, TCEQ did not say much, Texas Department of Health, the one that control all the septic, all the system. They're the one that have a lot of say so. Unless you can prove that you can build a house and use some kind of wastewater treatment that will meet the septic standard, then you can be on a small farm. There's a way to treat, to individual treat the lot nowadays with the system, with chemical. That does not require any septic field at all.
There is a new septic system out there
That's
that's scary, really, but it's half acre.
for a half acre. So are they using chlorine, or what are they doing with,
I don't think they use the chlorine, they're using other chemical.
another chemical?
Yeah.
And they're not using an ozonator or something to try and,
Well, I know of one system that they built in Tyler on I-20 part. And it's a spray system. And then they have a plant that would absorb this water and then filter it to the plant, and the plant that we replant it every 3 weeks or 4 weeks. That one of the system I saw that McDonald's using in Tyler because they don't have sewer on the I-20. So there's something going out there that can be, I have not seen one for residential yet.
okay, that would pass that, health code.
So a question, and I'm sorry, I should be coming to these meetings more often, and I will be. So if we don't grow as a city, is there a limit, a number that the government looks at that they will just say, leave us alone? I mean, why do we want to grow? We moved out here.
P&Z can keep denying the zoning or deny the development plat, don't approve the plat. But eventually somebody's gonna take us to the court. Say that we prohibit the use of their land unfairly.
Yeah, but if these people don't want to sell, if we don't want to sell, Chuck doesn't want to sell.
If you own the land, nobody can make you do anything.
Exactly, so if we have big plots of land that someone could put in a subdivision, and I'm like, no, no, we're not doing that. They can't force us, so why, I guess I'm thinking, why would we, and I realize money talks. Right here, we could have a plethora of homes right here. But is there a number where we can stop? What are the odds of someone, and they may, because we are combined, look at where we're located. But the the homeowner, the landowner has to be willing to sell. And if they don't wanna sell,
You can't do anything,
they can't do anything about it.
that's
Now,
right.
they might, if the Loop 9 comes in here and they'll do, you know, they'll just take it because that's what the government does.
Well, if it's government project, they can exercise eminent domain,
Eminent
to
domain.
take the land from you, but it has to be for the public benefit.
Well, that would be right there at 1389, the Loop 9, they've been talking about that for 30 years. But they finished the Loop 9 part on the Lloyd Bridge Road, so. And what are the odds of it happening in our lifetime, maybe these kids? You know, but happening in our lifetime, us seeing it, I don't think so.
Okay.
So, with, I don't know where, we're on economic development and incentives for what your, the next one for your recommendations on anything, or?
The economic development, what we call now is,
Mhm.
or commercial development, mainly, not residential. A lot of cities make a incentive payment to the developers, to the retail operators to come in town.
The city does that to the
Well,
retail developers?
most cities create economic development corporation, and they're funded through EEC. Combined doesn't have one yet. So let's say you want a Dairy Queen. You can do two ways. You can even incentivize, you purchase the land and then donate the land to them. That will reduce their cost, development cost, and they might come.
Okay.
That's how people will get,
Okay.
Dairy Queen is coming in next to Ace Warehouse. You know where Ace Warehouse in Sigleville is. Well, the land next to Ace Warehouse belongs to the city of Sigleville. They plan to expanding police and fire there in the past. That's why they bought the land. And now they build the police and fire somewhere else. So that land becomes available. So they use that as a base. If a Dairy Queen you want 40,000 square feet, we'll need you 40,000 square feet. But you have to build a store of this size. There's a ruined community.
Mhm.
And Dairy Queen bought it. Because it saved them money on the land.
On the land, okay.
So that those are the incentives that we can put in comprehensive plan that city will look into, provide incentive for development of commercial land. Because I think the city right now is prime for some more retail or commercial, not a big development, but it's
Donald Trump?
That's always the first one.
but there's a people that looking for rural.
It's gonna happen, we gotta get ready for it. It's gonna happen.
Well, how do we keep that from
Well,
I mean, I'm just gonna say it on that, how do we keep that legally from happening? Because I see it all over Combine Chat, we wanna keep it small. I do too, that's why I moved out here myself. And another thing that I wanted to go back to was the data center and the minimum of 10,000 square feet. Is there anything that would keep a data center from saying, well, since we can only have 10,000 square feet, let's build two?
Yeah, 5,000. I thought this was 5,000.
Because they do, what are they called, complexes or whatever, you know, where they have 4 buildings or 2 buildings or whatever, even though it's 10,000 square foot, if we have the land, is there some way?
You can reduce that. You don't have to say 10,000. You can say 5,000 square feet. Anything over 5,000 square feet, or any gross development of over 5,000 square feet that have to be put under SUP, special use permit.
Does a data center have to be X amount of feet or yards from subdivision?
They're looking at least 200,000 square feet.
No, I mean, like, say a data center came in here and they wanted to buy this land. Are they too close to homes? Is there how far do they have to be? Yeah, How far away do they have to be?
That when they,
Because I know,
when they,
y'all probably don't want
that
to
we
hear
control by when they submit the site plan. We can say, okay, you have to be so many feet away from the residential district.
We'd have to separate.
We can review the
So
site
there's nothing
plan.
on the books right now for that?
Yeah, right now, we can review the site plan.
No, I mean in other cities, if
No,
they,
I seen on Facebook where they're building right next to about $500,000 house, right next to it.
it's called P&Z.
So Pam, what do we need to accomplish today?
Well, we need
I
to, you need to start looking up how much area you want to permit it for manufacturing homes, how much area you need to permit for industrial land, how much area you want to build to permit for affordable housing.
And do we have to say where it's at on this map? Do you have to pick
I
where?
have to update the future land use map to
Yeah.
show it.
So we need to figure out like where that industrial on the map and where the commercial is?
Yes, we have to start off from the current land use, the current zoning map. And then, and you can divide for you the map, you can mark your map. And then give Jack, or give me at the next meeting. And then I can compile this and create a compromise land use and then present to you, and you can fine tune it again. To see that what you want before you present to council.
No, so, basically, so the first draft is in your packet. Okay, and then, if you need it emailed, we can email it to you. So basically, kind of the procedure is, you know, to go through with that first draft, make some notes on some of the things that you see in the draft, and the things that Pam talked about tonight.
Kind of,
Yeah.
so this is 2019. Are you
Yeah, we
saying
don't
I
have
should
the
have
first
another one?
draft.
Yeah, that's the one, so, yeah, that's the one, and nothing, and you didn't change hardly anything in that draft, did you?
No,
Okay, so the one that you have is.
This is what you want me to mark up?
Yeah, yes,
Okay.
the first draft of what you have in your packet.
Very good.
Okay, and then make some notes based on what Pam talked about tonight, and what your thought is or recommendations on that. And then this will take a series of meetings, but then as Pam gets her input from each one of these and makes notes on what y'all are saying, then he's gonna do the next draft to present to y'all to look to see, okay, all these, this is how we wanted this done, this is how we wanted that done, that sounds good here, that sounds good here, and then it'll go to the council, once y'all approve it. So this will be a series of meetings, and this is preliminary, you know, this initial meeting is to kind of get an idea of the things that Pam sees that need to be looked at, that can or may not be changed. Or how they're changed based on what y'all's thoughts are. And then we'll go through a series of meetings until everybody feels comfortable with the draft. He'll draft it up, you'll read it, feel comfortable with it, and then it'll be presented to the council.
that would be your plan, not my plan. Okay.
We need to keep in mind, you know how you're talking about the 6,000 or 7,000 people, you know,
Yeah.
like that? You do realize that side of town over there is thousands of acres
over there.
that is in the ETJ, that we won't be talking about 6,000 or 7,000. If any of that develops out, you could be talking about 15,000. Because there's a lot of land that direction. How many acres did you say, Angie?
I know of 10,000.
Yeah, I've got 40. The Harlan's got about 400. There's a lot over that side of town.
Yeah.
It's not in the city, and I know we can't do anything about it, but when you say you're worried about 6, it could be 10 or 15,000 real fast.
Wow.
And there's nothing that the city can do to control their ETJ. Nothing.
So we can control through the county.
Water, right?
water
I mean,
is
if there's not enough, they can't put a huge development in if we can't do water
Oh, but they got the money to put the
They
water
do have the
in.
money to put the water
And then,
in.
you know, Gastonia Scurry in the back of like Chuck's land, you can pull from Gastonia Scurry to get water there. Now, I know they have told him no once before, but money, like you said, money talks. They would run that line up there, and if they ever run it to Chuck's place, then that whole back side will be right there with free water everywhere. So, I know we're worried about 6,000, but it could double or triple that for
We ain't gonna be here.
Well, I don't know, Angie, I think it's,
a map
I think it's
the roadway that we have today, and a map showing who maintains. That will help in, talk about the next one, transportation.
There's 2 roads,
How it's going to plan.
and I'd like to see that thoroughfare.
Yeah, I'd like to hear about that one.
that's one of the things we want.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
This is a map that shows who maintains what roads in the city of Concord.
Pam, we're not picking on you, you just have to be the guy.
That's the information.
We love you for helping us.
Picking his brain.
Yeah. We appreciate it.
So, the other category.
We're just saying what we're worried about.
Did you get one? Oh.
Yeah.
Who maintains what
The
roads.
question then is, for the
Okay.
allotment,
Okay.
or what percentage of the land perhaps we want in each category?
Who maintains what, you do the city, private,
We're 5%.
Okay.
and then we're going to
But
get.
this map is showing
How many acres?
which one is county road, which one is state road, which one is city road.
Yeah.
So when we do some maintenance, when we do the thoroughfare plan, we need to know who owns what. Okay, I have to provide you that information. Okay, but then we need to talk about the thoroughfare plan. Because this is what we needed to have it done, to get any money from the Fed, from the regional council of government or from county. Okay. There's 3 types of roadways that we deal with. It's residential street, collector street, and thoroughfare. And, this is the current residential street. Now, the only difference is the city has amended ordinance in the subdivision. Instead of 50-foot residential streets, we are now 60-foot residential streets. The second page shows collector street and thoroughfare.
Here you go.
The thoroughfare mainly can be done by the state highway. Well, take a look when you-
No, it's good, thank you.
Okay. So we,
Yeah, well, neither me, that's what I'm saying.
Okay.
It's gonna take.
we're going to maintain the 3 categories. I don't think we need to expand the categories.
I need to understand.
So based on those
Agree
3
or
categories, I developed
Watch this.
the thoroughfare plan.
There it is.
Based on
Let's see.
these 3 categories?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. You see the dark blue is the thoroughfare. The green is collector street,
Okay.
and the red and black is residential street.
So you're giving us a bunch of pieces, so eventually, we're gonna need to try to put all these pieces together, right?
Right.
Okay.
So like,
And
next
don't worry about
time,
it.
we only talk about.
Exactly. Yeah, you can tell me what items you want to talk next time. We have plenty of time.
Okay,
Well,
well,
can we go one item on the agenda, get it done? Now, I understand that these kind of bleed together sometimes,
Oh, not that one, I didn't vote.
But I got it.
Yeah, I don't know what to do, but my truck don't work, to be able to explain.
this is what we call.
Thank you, sir.
Here it is, right here.
Well, and
Of course, I know you've been looking at all.
Okay.
Yeah, from here, it's not Might shut off.
You want to take up any money? We can, take up the money.
I'm just gonna take you down. You know,
So policies,
yeah, we'll ask him first.
are from this year. They were all plotted in 2026, so all of these are
This is what we recommended,
Okay,
okay?
yeah.
We mainly, these right here, the thoroughfare plan is designated, or I'm computed based on the density of the population, and for the maximum population, 10,000 people.
Okay.
It may take 50 years from now to get there, but
Right.
if we will get there, we need this road to be that wide.
We can't even get the roads fixed now, how are we gonna do this?
Well, the dark blue one, the highway department, that takes up, will build that four-lane divided highway.
Okay.
They're
That-
going
that
over
stand
the
up.
money.
Do you think they're gonna build it soon? Do you think they're gonna build this 4-lane road soon?
Still not there.
Well, if we don't start today, pretending to them that we have a plan,
Yeah,
they're not gonna look at it.
uh-huh.
They're not
If
gonna
we
put
get
on the
in
budget
today,
and
it
at
takes,
least
no, it takes us about
And
15
then we'll
years,
be
10
January.
to 15 years before the budget is to build for us.
And then there's three houses.
Now, the green road is the one that city has to build, the collector street. It has been widened, quite something like, David Street, you don't need to stand up. The road only 22 foot wide. Our subdivision requirement for collector street is 38 foot wide. So, if somebody come in for subdivision, what city can do, we can have them put, we have to pay impact fee. We put that impact fee in the bank, and then we're ready to widen the road, we can draw that money out
Okay.
to build the road to 38 foot wide. Residential street is built by default to 100% anyway. And, collector street, some cities like Plano, Richardson, McKinney, they make this side road pay a third, this side road pay a third, the city pay a middle third, when they build the 38 foot wide street.
So when they do this plan, are we getting rid of bar ditches? 'Cause they're
No,
gonna-
the city, my understanding, they want to remain rural type roadway. So we not put a curb on it. It can be bodies on both sides. It's just like this.
So we're gonna do some eminent domain stuff then? We're gonna be taking some people's road frontage? Cause you can't
Well,
do 38 foot and not take, if
Well,
that's
yeah,
22.
if we decide to do capital improvement project, to put in 38 foot street. Let's say pick Davis or Lanier, it doesn't matter. Right now, we don't have 50 foot right away. In order to be collector street, we have to have 80 foot right away. That means we have to take 15 foot both sides.
Moving some fences.
Remove the fence,
Yeah.
then,
We'll see how that's gonna work.
15 feet?
Yeah, that's what they're gonna take part of our land.
You'll almost be in my flower beds.
Yeah.
Yeah, you are.
we don't have to take right in the center. It should be fair when you take 15 both sides. But sometimes the roadway alignment, the curve, the alignment, we might take a little bit more one side than the other side. We don't know that until we do the final design of the road.
So question, like
And
for
this has to be
instance,
any road improvement has to be approved by the council anyway.
right,
Did not come automatic. In the last 3 years, we've been doing the overlay of existing road to provide a nice smooth surface that lasts longer. But eventually, if you have a lot of traffic, a lot of development coming, some of the collector road classification could have to be rebuilt. You cannot patch them favor.
Yeah, you start doing subdivisions and those big trucks are coming in, they're gonna tear it up.
You get concrete trucks that come in, material delivery trucks that come in.
So look what they've done to our roads,
Oh, yeah.
I mean, So,
But
Some other
they have the right to use the public road.
right, and I get that, but I'm just saying, why do we need to grow? Let's get a Dollar General and call it good. Something, family tree, something. Don't
Right,
need to put
if
road signs
the
in.
cross street develop the way they're planning, you could have 78 lots coming in.
Huh? What? 78?
Whiskey River.
78?
Wow, that is different than what they told us.
I thought it was 20-something.
Huh.
78?
Oh, no, it's always been.
That a 2 acre lot, the original plan.
No, it's always been 23.
They're
Well,
gonna
the
be,
original was
we can be
that,
between, I would
with 5
say
to 7
65 to
acre.
72 lots.
72?
65, depending on how they lay. I only see the draft copy. But
What happened to that 10-acre ranch that was back there, and the 5-acre?
it's a 2 acre lot.
Well, they gotta make up for the $48 million lawsuit that we're in.
Yeah.
So they gotta recoup some of their money. So to help us sell the 10 acres, let's do 1 acre lot so we can make our money back. It's all about the money.
The developer has to make money.
I think we finished our memorandum,
They don't care, those people don't live here. They don't care.
but we don't approve
Okay.
it.
No.
We go to the
So-
next, okay.
Is there anything else about
And then
thoroughfare
we
that
say
you
we're
think we
okay
need
with
to
this.
take into
Well, you
consideration?
need to, in the thoroughfare, you need to look at the dotted lines, the dashed line.
Mhm.
What I try to do is try to create a loop around combine. So we don't run traffic right through town. So they can come in on the loop, they can come straight in that.
Okay.
Only one street that, Davis is only the street that cut in half. So that divides the density to be, less than 4 quadrants. You look at it, 1 quadrant, 2 quadrants, 3 quadrants, 4 quadrants.
Okay.
So it's just, like a deep future, we would take this road whenever these people submit the plan. We would have them provide us the right of way and build that part of the roadway.
So that's if they want it. I said that's if they want it, like we already have the plat ready for it, but,
No, they come in with the plat, preliminary plat, and we look at the thoroughfare plan.
right,
And if the land is show the thoroughfare go through it, they're gonna have to dedicate that land.
okay.
There's your
I see what
78
you're
times
saying.
3
I see what you're saying. Okay.
78 times.
If they buy that land
That's right.
to purchase it,
So
so
we're
it's
protecting-
for future development, we already know where we're gonna put that main road.
Yeah.
They would be required to provide us that easement to put that road from their plat.
They dedicate the right of way, keep that land to the city.
Okay.
To build when we also require them to build part of the thoroughfare too.
Okay.
Instead of 4 lane,
That's how.
the current subdivision requires to build 2 lane. So that way we don't have the land that they didn't, and land. So the thoroughfare is supposed to be continuous roadway around the city.
Or home.
Okay.
over there.
It provides
But the
the
water department
of
can't,
the city.
they can't do septic.
Well,
There's no way the
like
water
if I
department
pick the
can
Highland
do
Road,
78 homes.
that's gonna be something you
We
got
need to
to.
have pressure
Right.
and
We got to
the
city
fire
center.
hydrants.
But I look at it,
Well, that's
most of the
different.
house on Highland Road, they're far away from the right of way.
This is,
Water,
on what road?
Combine Water
Harlan.
Corporation.
Oh, okay, I'm
Like on the
okay.
back end,
Yeah.
Okay. Okay,
Man,
so,
I'm gonna check my water pressure when I get home.
the more homes you bring in here, the less our water pressure goes down.
So anything else
78 homes.
on thoroughfare plan and roadway categories for us to think about, or do we wanna move to
Increase
the
the size of the
next
water lines
category?
and have to put in another water tower.
And how many
Capital improvement
millions is
program?
that?
The capital improvement program, I think that the city council has talked about, this,
Okay,
is committed in the next 5 years, CIP capital improvement.
We don't have one claim.
Right now, we concentrate in the last 3 years on drainage and resurfacing the road. That's the only CIP capital improvement project we have. So the next 3, 5 years, Jack will come up with a priority of which road to do next, which next. We've done one big wall in concrete, with our original road concrete, and we overlay BC, Mockingbird, and Robbins.
You don't have any building, the city doesn't have any additional buildings for capital improvement?
No,
Program.
the city hall.
Yeah, well, it's city hall, but
The
fire
other thing that recommended in the park recreation project, I have temporarily draft a layout on the land next to the city hall here with a little jogging trail, a little putt-putt golfing, and a little circle water park for the kids to play. It's just something people can be able to do, a little basketball court, so you can shoot the ball in the evening.
Now, how's that gonna coincide with the, Careful Lake landing pad out there?
Oh, we will walk around it. How often you see a helicopter landing here? When they come in, you know they
The
come
more
in, the
people
police
you
will go
start
down.
rolling in up out here, the more people are gonna start flying up out of here, 'cause they owed, we owed. I'm just saying, folks, I mean, I see it all the time.
Yeah.
Y'all are in your homes, and so you don't see, you have no idea, With the water issue, the health, I mean,
But right now, city has 0 park and recreational facility. And to be fair, the tax had to be little pay for this. And we already own the land, so to do improvement, it didn't cost that much.
And the city would maintain it.
Just mowing, that's all you do. You already mow anyway, you know.
Maybe less.
a little bit more mowing.
I'm
You
sorry.
got weeds and, okay. Shut up.
Okay.
Okay.
Is there room for another person up here?
So if you take
You're doing
time,
just fine
maybe
from right
next
there.
P&Z meeting, give me some feedback on what you think, when you read, Jack will email you there.
Yeah, okay.
So when you read it, let's go through and then mark up, thank you, ma'am. Of what you all want to do.
Okay.
Okay, we want to input from P&Z, and you're going to go through this probably 2 or 3 times.
Yeah, or more. Yeah.
And along the way, if you have any questions, feel free to call up here and talk to me or Robin, and so we can,
You can call me too.
call me.
So my current thought here in a plan of attack, the way that my limited brain can handle this, is we take one item a meeting, because each item is exceptionally loaded for someone that's not been through this before. And I'm much less experienced than the ladies on the left when it comes to plans and things. So, I guess what I need us to come to consensus with is what tasks do I need to have complete before we come to our next session?
Well, your category, you need to look at housing and density land. That's one category.
Reallotment of
And-
current.
Right, and then the next one, it would be, you know, how you move people around the city, transportation.
Transportation.
Because luckily, we don't have to deal with the water right now. Water supply, we do their own planning, water planning, but they'll take our land use plan, be using that planning.
Are we gonna review that at some point, or no?
Yeah.
So I'm looking at for next time, my zones now, and how I want that realigned. And then I'm also looking at the transportation projections that you provided. And honestly, if I have any comments, if I understand it or not, any questions, it's just, okay. But I review it, make sure I understand it, and then have any feedback.
If you need it, you can email me, and I'll answer your email. You have the email address, right?
Is there, I think probably a point of contact would be good with
Point
your
of contact
email,
is Jack.
with the emails, and then that way we're not asking the same thing.
You can send email to Jack, and he'll forward it to me.
Thanks, Jack. Yeah, we can have it like a
most emails.
I'm not in the office that day,
Not individuals, so we can.
Are we, okay, let me ask a question on that. Are we allowed to confer about this outside of the meeting and trying to understand things? Or does it have to be public?
You can't have a quorum, so.
Oh, you don't have.
Y'all
So
can
then we
talk-
can't even text.
Yeah, y'all can
Yeah.
talk individually one-on-one, but you can't get together as three, as a group and discuss it, or you can become a meeting, so y'all can discuss it one-on-one.
That's why I like to do scheduling on our text.
You can
Or
schedule
are you
work,
gonna come?
you can schedule work, you want to have a work session, you can schedule work session.
There you go, there's your workaround right there.
Well, but
Would be a little bit more less formal.
Yeah, we'll
we
we
can
can,
really formal meeting, we can. But I got you. We'll have to consider that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like the work session.
I mean, this is really important, not,
Very.
I mean, we need to make sure that we understand it very clearly.
We want to be well informed and make good decisions,
so,
obviously.
so what you need to do then is you need to determine a date for a meeting and go ahead and call for that workshop. Whether you have it or not, you need to go ahead and set one. You decide not to have one, okay, but at least agree on a date, time for a workshop, and then that way we can do an agenda for it, and y'all will have agreed on it. So y'all come up with a date, and then we can go from there.
The agenda would be the same as this. We'd be looking at all these,
So we
right?
need like, the budget
Especially
workshop.
that we need.
Yeah,
exactly right.
really.
Yeah.
Okay, so if we're gonna do a work session, I would recommend 2 weeks.
Okay.
That would be the first week of September,
Labor Day,
that's the 7th.
the 7th.
Yeah, so prior to Labor Day. We could do the 1st, which is a Tuesday. Same time, 6:30.
Just work?
Okay. That work for y'all down there?
Hang on just a minute.
That's my birthday.
Oh.
It is, isn't it? Would you like us to move it to another day?
I plan to go to dinner that night.
Oh, okay, well then, let's,
The second? No, that's church, just kidding.
I don't even know where. I
When's the
invite
holiday?
everybody to
What
be
month?
there.
I hate to,
It's her birthday.
No, there's a holiday in September.
Yes, Labor Day is the
Labor
second.
Day.
Yeah.
the only other day I could do that week is Friday the 4th.
I'm not doing Friday.
I'm just saying. Now,
Could
well,
we
then
do,
that,
could we do the 31st is a Monday, could we do the 31st?
I cannot.
Okay. In that case,
We could bump it back up, to Thursday the 27th.
that should be good.
Is that enough time? How much time do we have to give?
I'll be in Ohio.
It's
3 days?
three
Working day.
working days.
72 hours.
It's 72 hours, but it doesn't include weekends or.
Well, then that,
What about
then,
the 10th?
2 days ago.
Okay, so if y'all wanna agree, if one of you can't be here, if you wanna agree, we'll just do it anyway with that, and then you can still have another one to make sure that, and then provide the information to the party that couldn't be there, and then have another workshop scheduled, if by chance you can't, just flat out can't come up with where everybody can go.
What's the 9th?
So you were looking at August again, I'm sorry.
I think it was the 9th,
Oh, the 9th of September.
yeah, that's a Wednesday.
Are there meetings, like the council meetings, so things have a quorum?
Yeah, Wednesdays are not good.
So we have to have at least
Did we rule out the 8th?
I mean, y'all can do it, and y'all can just update me. Cooper has a football game at Pirate Stadium from either a 5:30 game or a 6:30 game, I'm not sure.
Be hard to zoom in on.
Could we do, let's go back, can we do the 3rd?
I can do the 3rd.
I can do the 3rd.
Okay, I can move my appointment on the 3rd. So let's do Could you do the 3rd, Gerald?
Yeah.
Let's do the 3rd. Okay, so Jack, that means I just need to email Robin.
Just email Robin.
Okay. The 3rd at 6:30.
And she's gonna send us Or is this what Pam was talking about?
That is the draft, that's the one that she gave you, that's what,
Got it, okay,
Yeah.
very confused.
Yeah,
The one you're gonna get, the cover will be green.
but nothing inside of it is different? It's all the same?
Well,
Is that what you've already kind of proposed?
yeah,
That's
when you
if you have the version that have 2026.
No, I
Yeah.
don't know that to me.
Like, even on my council, like, all the council people in this one
Yeah,
are from 2019.
Probably gonna change that, I asked them to change the name of the council in P&Z Mtg.
Right, I'm just saying, like, that's what we
Yeah,
have.
make sure you get this covered.
Yeah.
6:30? That's when it happens. 6:30.
Here,
Yeah.
6:30.
Public meeting.
And what,
A workshop.
it's a workshop, yeah.
Huh?
September the 3rd?
Yeah.
6:30?
Can you do that?
Yeah.
Where you guys?
Okay, September 3rd.
Oh, that was, okay.
I have a birthday September 4th.
Okay. That's good that you're showing up and getting it.
You'll be here next Tuesday for the council, and we'll report. And council next Tuesday.
What exactly do I report?
Grab it.
Talk?
There's Gary.
That we
Okay, I don't even,
Yeah.
I don't even know what to write
I
out.
have it.
Other than, I have preliminary discussions about everything.
And then you're gonna hold a work session on the third.
Yeah.
Workshop, okay.
Workshop on the third, and you're gonna run in the council.
So they're not gonna expect me to really know anything.
I'll be here.
If you.
That's good, 'cause I really have nothing to say other than we met.
Kind of
I'm gonna
review
give you,
talk about
the market.
I'm gonna give you all the paperwork that I gave to you.
Surprisingly.
So we just
spent
started
a lot
the
of time
review
down.
process of it.
Right.
Right, I mean, that's all it is.
That's
All
what
I
it is.
want.
And then
Regular.
we're gonna have a work session.
The process is to decide to recommend the final draft
So
to the
it's,
council. Council will
yes,
take
it
it,
has produce,
and they can amend that,
bigger
what
frozen
you
food
submit
case.
into the final
I think I've seen one of those.
document.
Yeah.
Right,
Okay.
To be adopted.
right.
Now, I would go for that.
Finalize it, take what you want to do.
With my write-up, it is acceptable for me to say, we started our preliminary discussions regarding the agenda item. No decisions were made. Here comes the workshop. Okay.
I go to market more than I would.
Preliminary data.
Don't make me do details.
And we cover all.
Your grandchildren.
I have a question, what is this industrial right here on the map?
Industrial zone,
Uh-huh.
is that where you put warehouse, a small plant?
I would say,
Let's say if somebody want to
unless it's like
have a
somebody,
clothes manufacturing, it's doing for about 30,
it's just gonna set up a roadside stand.
that's what I'm considering as industrial.
But that's not on the future land
That's why I recommended you have
Hay
some,
or Milo.
because if you need to have some area designated, that type of thing.
Okay.
You have to.
So that like, okay, kind of going back to what Lauren was talking through. If you got someone that owns, like, I currently own land in the
Cows.
orange area.
Center market, grow hay, feed cows.
I want to sell my land. But I want to sell it to someone else that wants to live there. I can do that. But if I'm approached by a warehouse person or entity, and they want to buy my land, well, then it would work. Or we would have clearance because
If
of that.
somebody else come by your land and want to make that orange to be industrial, or
Well,
warehouse,
that's, because, okay, I
then
guess
they
I'm
have to
talking
come
about
into the
red.
city,
Mhm.
file application for zoning change,
But if I'm in the red, which is the industrial,
then they can build it tomorrow.
that's what I'm saying. It's clear.
That's right.
But if I'm in another area, then it's more,
You have to
Red
request zoning change, and we have issue public hearing.
right.
Well, the industrial is only the purple.
Right.
Yeah, don't, very little area.
Layer.
Yeah, which is this
Yeah.
small amount right here.
Yes, gotcha.
But one piece of land can be zoned, I say zoned, it can be multiple things. It doesn't just have, it can be residential or commercial or industrial,
It's just a
as long
process.
as we've agreed on it,
You can have a mixed use development.
mixed use, okay.
on the larger tracts, like you have 20 acres, you make it 5 acre retail, 5 acre office, the rest in housing.
So Kane, you're saying that we have to have industrial? You have to have it?
We have to have it marked.
Well, it's
That's what I'm asking.
up to the P&Z that they want it or not.
What would,
Oh, is that
But you already have industrial zone right now. If
Yeah,
the
that's
person
one.
that owns that purple right there,
Uh-huh.
he has industrial zone. If
That's
you
Movavi.
rezone him down to something else, they have to agree.
Get rid of it.
That's,
You're gonna rezone somebody else's property, we down there have to apply for it.
we're just talking about plans, we're not talking about actual rezoning.
That's right.
So it's not, we wouldn't be doing that now. Yeah. We wouldn't have to approach if we,
But you might want to just,
I mean, I
on your comprehensive plan, just leave them alone.
yeah, he's saying you don't have, what he's saying is you don't have to put any more on there.
That's right.
You're asking
What
for
if you just have the land and just,
affordable
say
housing.
that, not to build jack?
Your
Nothing.
biggest concern was
Leave
the
Jack out
affordable
of it.
housing
Yeah.
that we needed to have done,
This area right here.
that area right
What
here.
is-
Perfect.
what is that currently?
Right now,
No, like what?
Agriculture?
agriculture district.
Where's
There's
that
nothing
at?
We're not sold that this area yet.
Okay, that's
Where-
not,
So
where is
the
that?
new plan can be.
That's back behind
But you
the
said,
big
but you, but
7
what
degree
I
or
recall writing
whatever.
down is that the affordable housing is
Right, they come in.
4 to 5%.
What's the new housing
Right.
development where they've lied to these people? They're not
So
gonna
how
go
many
there.
acres is
Whatever,
4 to
they're not gonna
5%?
go
Because
there.
it wouldn't have to be all of that, is that more than the 4 to 5%?
You can have more than
They didn't read that.
Yeah,
but we have less.
Print.
so this is,
That's what I'm wanting to make sure we.
And is it of the square foot, or is it of
Acreage.
population?
Acreage.
Acreage.
So how many acres is 4 to 5%?
4,000 acres.
Okay, 4,000.
10% is 400.
Holy cow. And the
5% is
200,
200 acres.
200 acres.
Oh, no, it's not. That's the old, that's the one David's place.
So really,
This is our future. But we provide the zoning mechanism that you can come in and one information and
Away from everybody else, right?
there's a couple of guys who built.
It goes to the Cigarette,
Yeah,
right?
next to secret. And our people were
Okay, so it kind of would go with that area.
That compatible with them.
Okay.
Well, yeah, so, I mean, you told, well, tell me,
I will have to,
maybe something happens.
drive the area to know what you're talking about.
Pam, I feel like I've exceeded my limit, but I feel like we've got our marching orders. Is everybody clear on what we need to do next, okay? Is there anything else you want to tell us at this time, or are you okay with that?
Did you have enough today?
I think I
Some about documents, documents.
Oh, sure.
I'll get you some.
Okay.
I'll bring some comprehensive plan from another city, let you look at it, see how they do things.
That would be
That
helpful.
will be very helpful.
Frame of reference would be great. Thank you, sir, for holding our hands through this process.
I think you have the heart around me already.
Learning cat.
Easier than go to the county court.
Easier than going to the county court. Well,
So I guess everything.
then I'm gonna call it and say we're done for the night. Thank you all for joining us.
Okay. Thank you.